In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell changed how we spoke across distance. His first call to Thomas Watson began with a simple request. "Come here, I want to see you." Before the telephone, messages took days or weeks to travel by letter and carriage. Early calls required human operators to manually connect lines, a charming but slow process. In 1892, Alman Strowger invented the automatic exchange, removing the operator bottleneck. The rotary dial let users connect directly, a familiar household icon for decades. Early phones were robust, Bakelite casings and loud mechanical rings you could not miss. Long-distance calling was expensive, reserved for important conversations and emergencies. Phone numbers used lettered exchange names like Butterfield 8 to help memory and routing. Telephones reshaped social life, business, and emergency response across cities and towns. Businesses relied on phone networks for coordination, sales, and management. At home, phones became the center of daily communication and household planning. Quick voice contact improved emergency services and public safety. The rotary phone became an enduring cultural image of mid-century life. Over time, technology moved on to touch-tone systems, beginning rotary's decline. By the late 20th century, the next revolution, mobility, was about to shrink the world further. Though obsolete, these devices set the technical and social groundwork for modern networks. The telephone era compressed distance and rewired society in ways we still feel today. Next, the mobile revolution that put voice in your hand. The 1980s brought mobility. Phones no longer stayed wired to a wall. In 1983, Motorola launched the Dynatac 8000X, the brick phone, expensive and heavy. A full charge took hours, talk time was short, and phones were luxury items. Through the 1990s, devices got smaller, cheaper, and more personal. The flip phone combined compactness with tactile satisfaction and style. The Nokia 3310 became legendary for durability, battery life, and the game snake. By 2000, mobile phones were everywhere, personal, social, and ubiquitous. By 2000, over 1 billion people worldwide owned a mobile phone. Phones shifted from status symbols to indispensable tools for work and life. Text messaging rewired social habits, short, instant, and constant communication. Network expansion made coverage broader, fueling adoption across regions. As features expanded, phones began to replace standalone devices like pagers and GPS units. Durable designs became part of mobile lore and everyday reliability. Camera-equipped phones began transforming how we capture and share moments. Competition and new plans made ownership more accessible to wider populations. Phones started swallowing other gadgets, cameras, music players, personal organizers. Mobile use changed social dynamics. Always-on connection became normal. Then in 2007, everything changed again with a device that reimagined the phone. The smartphone era began, a pocket computer for everyone. In 2007, Apple introduced the iPhone, a multi-touch, internet-enabled device that set a new standard. The intuitive interface made powerful computing simple and accessible to everyone. An app ecosystem turned phones into platforms for countless new services and businesses. Smartphones replaced cameras, music players, GPS, and even wallets for many users. They became daily companions, your assistant, guide, and portal to information. Benefit 1. Instant global connectivity lets families and friends see each other across distances. Benefit 2. Productivity and commerce in your pocket. Banking, scheduling, and more. Benefit 3. Health and telemedicine tools that empower personal care and access. But there is a darker side to ubiquitous connectivity. Smartphone addiction fragments attention and shifts how we relate to the world around us. These devices collect enormous personal data, raising privacy and surveillance concerns. The rapid upgrade cycle creates tons of electronic waste, damaging ecosystems worldwide. We must ask, who controls data, and how do we protect civil liberties? AI assistants are becoming proactive, anticipating needs and automating tasks. Augmented reality could replace screens with contextual overlays in our field of view. Longer-term brain-computer interfaces hint at direct thought-to-device communication. But greater capability raises ethical questions about autonomy, consent, and surveillance. The future hinges on balance, using technology to enhance life without losing control. From rotary dials to brain interfaces, the roots of everything remind us to choose wisely.